Right, Jesse, hit us with an intro.
What is going on, guys? Jesse504 here, along with a bunch of other people, bringing you guys the PWS PRs. Everyone, just introduce yourselves.
Hello, I am Olli. This is my channel. Jesse504 has taken me hostage.
Hi, I'm Leaf, and I'm the best player in the player pool. Can confirm.
I'm Hacker, and I'm the second best player in the player pool.
Cap.
And then Phil, if you're there. Otherwise, we also have.
I
Alright.
don't think Phil's
Oh,
here.
there
Okay.
I'm just going without Phil. Phil can just join midway.
Okay.
Alright, so let's start with the Mafia. The very infamous Mafia. Any thoughts on
we
the...
actually started.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we're starting.
Yeah.
Yeah, we actually started Phil.
What are we thinking about the Captain Corps?
Toxic?
This isn't okay, Captain
Powerful.
Core.
Toxic's good. Gidon's not quite as good, I don't think, but Toxic can probably carry.
Judon's, he's going to do below average, but he's still be able to get wins. He might be a decent mock support.
And he's active.
He's alright with good team support, and I don't think Toxic's gonna drop more than like 2 games. So like,
I
having at
think his
least.
Captain Core is honestly just probably going to be fine. Judon's going to be super active.
Has Jadon captain before? I don't think he has, right?
No, he hasn't. This is the first time.
Yeah. Is Toxic? I don't think so
I'm
either.
pretty sure Toxic is the captain before.
I don't know.
Maybe in like a smaller
Don't
tour,
think he
but
did.
Anyways, their first pick, 35.5k Sharky, the most expensive
Sharky's the best
in
player
the
of this draft, no cap.
I mean,
Sharky for
It's a fair price. If you look at
35.5,
him and everything
that's a
but
good price.
DPL, he wins. The only player he's ever lost to in a team tour is Undead. Like most of these other fuckers are gonna be on fucking DPL. Yeah, Sharky is too, but like Sharky is still so active. He's gonna be.
mhm.
He gets along well with Toxic. He gets along well with Jade, and he's just gonna win every game.
This is true.
Yeah, I think this is a good pickup.
If not the best, he's definitely top 3 players in the pool.
and Sharky physically can't slot into Undead, so he shouldn't drop a game.
Exactly. Then next up, WPF Goon. I don't know about Hacker. Jesse, you probably know.
I got
Or China.
no
They won
Jesse, do I
Ubers,
need to speak on them?
and they're in ADIV right now. I'm not sure how well they're doing, but
doing
They're like
pretty
2 and 4 in
okay.
ADEP right now.
that's not the best, but
Better
they won
than
Ubers, so
Hacker.
they can win games.
Didn't Toxic say he's also
I think
like a
it's okay.
Smogon
I
player
think
or
this is
something?
an okay 8.5k pickup. It might be a slight overpay.
Yeah, he's a smog player, I think, and he's friends with
Yeah, if
Amos
Toxic
Draco.
load his teams, I think he can do super well.
Yeah. Then you got 7k cheerleader Itzia, aka actually playing games.
And it's actually playing.
It's interesting because 7K for a cheerleader is overpay, but if Itzy going to be playing like
Which he is.
multiple weeks, I think that's worth it, especially if he's at
playing.
least giving team support.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it really matters so much if he tries. He's still gonna be doing good.
Yeah, even if he
Yeah.
doesn't try, he'll definitely still go positive. So like, unless he goes like full on hard memes, which I could see happening with this team. But
hmm
Yeah.
and then to make up for that steal of a price, you got 30k Undead, aka the Grottle victim.
The thing is,
Um,
you want Undead for his activity, but this guy's not going to be active at all.
Exactly. With a fucking DPL
Yeah,
going on and TDT
I
coming.
think he'll go like 5 and 2.
Yeah.
Really?
I
don't
think
know.
this is like 5K over, I think, on Undead at least.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It makes up for
I'd
the
say that's
Itch,
slight
right?
overpay just for it. Yeah, it makes up for it, yeah.
Starwolf, I'm big on Starwolf. Me and Cello picked him up in UCA mids, and he didn't do great, but that's because he kept getting lucked. But I really liked his team support and like stuff he came up with, so I think 14k is a fair price.
I think he
don't
might have
know
been
him at
on
all.
like I think he was on a hiatus for a little bit, so maybe if he's like rusty, 14K might be a little much, but
Yeah, fair.
Players don't come back worse aside from Techno. When people take a break, they usually come back better.
True.
I came back better. Owen came back better. I guess Ace came back worse. Shit. But yeah, lots of players have taken a break and they came back better.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Murkrow. Why? It's another
Yeah.
good
Well,
example.
Merc was the goat when he quit anyways, and then he came back just as good. So
Yeah, that's fair. Then Robot Boy 203. I've never seen him play, to be honest.
he's
I think it's
awful.
his slight still.
He was like he's the literal definition of the weak link on Blazing Inferno Season 3 championship team. Everyone was great except he went 1-6 or something.
Wait, did
I
he do that
damn.
bad?
I
Yeah.
think he's at least active though, which I
Okay,
think is
okay.
what this team needs. Because like everyone has other tours going on, so like they sort of need activity. Which for 5.5 is a good pickup.
Mhm.
Then we got Blitz for 5k. This is fake Blitz, not real Blitz. Not playing
It's
after
still a
mids,
steal.
but maybe he is. I'm not sure. I don't know what's happening with that.
Isn't it he's not playing until mid?
Oh
He,
yeah,
he
gotta
wasn't
be
playing until
He just did
mids,
that to lower
but
his
then
price.
yeah.
may have been just to tank his price. Who knows?
Well, he beat some top player, right?
I'm not sure.
Probably.
I'm pretty sure he did either. I think this is like a steal.
Yeah, it's probably
Slight steal, yeah.
big steal. Yeah. Then we got the VGC core, aggro and chess. We'll see if they actually end up both
See,
only
either
playing
playing
VGC.
VGC, so they're any chance for their standard skills. I think it's definitely going to be a good pickup. So they can't. It's going to be just a little underwhelming.
Hmm I think if they
They kind
do
of
end up slotting standard, these will be huge steals. But
Mhm.
yeah,
I mean, and if not, that's like their only VGC players anyways, so.
hmm
Yeah, and
Yeah.
unless they have like outside support, I don't see anyone who's gonna be like teaching them VGC.
Yeah.
I
And
don't know
it's
if
like,
chess has experience, but I know aggro said he doesn't really have experience.
if everyone is
Alright, so
trying on this
how?
team, best team on paper, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Um,
All right,
do we move on to the
all right.
next team, aka the best team?
The best
I'm
team.
going to disagree with them being the best team on paper. I'll get to that team in a bit.
Okay.
Okay,
So next up
so
we got mine and Jesse's team, Aura Wheelchairs.
Yeah.
Want to
Worst
um,
comment
captain
on
core.
Captain Core Hacker?
Yeah, kind of the worst one, dude.
All right,
Second
all right.
worst.
Yeah.
You exist.
You guys need to
Yeah.
stop talking. Anyways, I think
I
we're
mean, like,
definitely the Captain Core with the most VGC experience. Like,
yeah, we didn't
I know
have to
Hacker
draft a
knows
VGC
VGC,
player.
but I don't know any other captain that does.
Yeah, I think you guys are probably the best captain core to help with VGC. Just me support, but yeah.
And
And we're both active, so
we're both gonna sweat and try to be active team support. So
mhm.
yeah, first pick we got TC the goat. Um, Going into the draft, we always wanted to get TC Phil. Um, we had a max budget of like 70k on him, which might be a bit overpay, but promise it's not. TC
And the
should,
two are like the best players on the poll.
yeah, TC should
Yeah,
beat any player that's not like another top 3 player, which even then it'll be a good game.
and he
So,
wants to slot into as many of those players as he can, which will take
mhm,
away from our lower bids having to play those people.
exactly. Then the next player
And
can definitely introduce himself, Phil.
Oh, hi. I'm currently tearing my hair out because I need to prep for the DPL match, and I'm realizing that I hate everything. Next.
Fair.
Yeah, so we got Phil next.
Okay.
He was tied for the most expensive player together with Sharky, which people are saying is overpaid. But with TC, we are getting active Phil, and active Phil is good Phil. So then next up, we got another person who was a pretty big steal, I think, just for pure playing like skill.
Yeah, in terms of the
reasons.
playing ability, I think Benny's a 20 like 25k player.
Probably. We
He's
weren't
not
planning.
active much,
We were
but
just kind.
he will win
Go for it,
ORAS.
Jesse. We weren't planning on getting him, but he just kind of got to us for 50.5k. We probably should not drop a game in ORAS. We have three of the best ORAS players in the pool, so yeah. Then next we got Rampage. And
No, I'm
Hagrid,
not
do you
actually
have?
too familiar with this guy.
Yeah, he got recommended to me by someone. It might have been Ishii and someone else. I don't remember exactly. But apparently he's doing very well in Coliseum's top division. I think he was in Hive as well, and he's a decent USM player, Swish player. 8K I think is probably going to be good value. I hope he proves himself. Then the next player, the GOAT, Leaf.
Is
First
this
player
Leaf?
in the pool.
Okay, let me tell you about Leaf. Leaf is actually super active, one of the best people I've teamed with so far. He has so many suggestions. He's always online. He's the fucking GOAT. And if anyone says that this guy shouldn't have got drafted, you're a fucking idiot.
Well, Techno's an idiot then.
What Phil said. Can't agree more.
Fair enough.
Um, and I think Leaf is very new to draft, relatively new, and I think versus some of the other lower bid players, he could definitely pick up some surprise wins, which would be very cool to see.
Leaf is the best option for people under 30k.
Exactly.
Nope, under 25k. There's Halu.
Then we got Brett for 5.5k, which kind of surprised me. We were just like, oh yeah, let's not let someone get 5k Brett, and then we got 5.5k Brett. Well, people say
That's a steal.
that is a big steal. Well, people
steal.
say he's extremely washed and like he's not good at all anymore. I think he's gonna have time for this tour. He hasn't been super active yet, but he said he has time for it. So
I think he'll still get like 0.500 even if he is just.
people just get his rep from how bad he did in UCA, which I think also had to do with like captain slotting him where he didn't want to and stuff like that. So
But he also comes with a lot of knowledge, and we have like
definitely.
a couple guys, mostly Leaf, who don't know Team Tour as well. I don't think Leaf. I don't know how many Team Tours Rampage has done, and then also Morningstar.
I don't think
I think
Lacanus
this is
has also
Rampage's
done
first as
the
well.
team
Yeah,
tour.
and
And
Lacanus.
Lacanus, yeah.
I want to say this is my 16th team tour, so if you're looking for experience,
Then we got another person who I think was a bit of a steal, Lacanus. He's most well known for winning GPL in this most recent season. He beat players like II, Hundir on the way, and some people I'm forgetting about.
He uses whack prep, but he makes it work, kind of like Amel. If like there's like a top player like who's well known, I think that's probably the best comparison.
He's the German version of Amel.
Yeah.
And then last pick we got Morningstar. This is a guy who we had never heard of before. We just saw his app and it had a bunch of good Smogon achievements. So we just decided to hit him up and we started vibing immediately. So we hope he's not going to disappoint. And yeah, gives us another very reliable ORAS win probably. So we should not drop a game. Thoughts on the whole roster?
I think it's like middle of the pack.
I think if Phil TC carry as much as we think they will, then I don't see us dropping too many series because like Phil TC Benny seems like 3 almost guaranteed wins a week. So that's basically just pick up 1 win out of 4.
Yeah.
And it becomes not that hard.
And we have some good low bids who can definitely secure wins against people around their value. or like up to like 12, 13, 14K value. So I think we'll have a lot of 4-3 series, but I think we could definitely get a lot of good wins.
Yeah. Let's move on to the next team. Suspension because I can't say the word.
Hacker can't. The
Hacker.
Spanish Inquisition, captained by the goats, Acor, no Metagross.
This is an okay cabin core.
I think this is honestly one of the most underrated cabin cores currently because they are both going to be super active.
Yeah.
And
As long as
especially
they're both not talking in Spanish the whole time.
that should be fine on this team. But yeah, Acor, very underrated player. Acor can beat basically anyone if he really tries.
You can't Phil speak on Acor.
Oh yeah, true. Phil's a big Acor fan.
Oh yeah, Acor is probably the best captain, skill wise in the pool.
He plays Yusum, right?
He plays anything, I think. Mostly Swish or Yusuf though, probably. And then Noe is a guy I've been talking to a lot recently. He's probably around my skill level, maybe a bit better. And he's definitely going to be very active as well. So I think very solid start to a team. You want to move on?
Yeah, I think it's. Yeah, I can see it.
Then, first off, they decided to grab Slick Panther for 23.5k. I think
I think this is a whatever.
it might be a slight overpay for the weeks he's going to be active in DPL, but I think after that, wait, he might try for TDT as well.
He said he was planning on being active and sweating.
I said
But-
he was planning on sweating, but at the time to sweat, I think he definitely can be worth this price.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Seems
think
like a streaky guy. He'll either win out or go like
I think Slick should definitely be able to go at least even in this player pool, unless he just consistently pulls like the top players of each team. But yeah, then
Yeah, I think I'm consistently just winning against like people who like aren't the best in the pool.
exactly. Then of course, what would be a Spanish team without Taquito? This is 24k VGC Taquito. I don't know how good Taquito is at VGC.
Tiki is he's a strong VGC player. I've played in the VGC league with him, and he performed pretty well there.
Oh, okay.
and he also brings SMB support. And I know
Oh,
he's like a
yeah.
smog doubles guy, but
SMB
it's
is a
still just
smog
like
double
understanding
fan.
the game.
And then to complete the Spanish card, you got 14.5k Remaxo.
I think this is an okay price for Max. So maybe a bit of an overpay.
I mean, depends on his activity. He should get wins as long as he doesn't choke or John. That's basically what you get from Remaxo. I don't know how active he is in a team tour setting, but he can definitely get some good wins.
Yeah, I think he can get wins if he actually puts time into it.
Absolutely. Then Cookie, I'm not too sure on how good he is.
I think this is a good price for Cookie. He think some pretty good prep from what I've seen. He plays good, and he's active.
I've seen him get drafted in other tours before. I just haven't seen him play that much, so like I can't really speak on.
Yeah, I rate this guy pretty highly.
Okay,
I think he's like a Yusum guy.
yeah, I think he plays.
And not a lot of people like playing Yusum. It's mostly like
Mhm.
standard or ORAS players. And then you just kind of slot people into Yusum.
I'm maining Usum this season, so
Go.
you know.
Then 20k Hydra, I think actually might be a bit of an underpay. He's been on a crazy.
Hydra's good.
He's been on a crazy good streak recently, from what I've seen. He can also play VGC. He can play every tier. He also comes up with some fire sets that often work.
I think he's also pretty active, right?
He should be, yeah. I don't. He's not in. No, he's not in DPL, and I don't know if he's going to go for TDT. So He'll definitely be active. Then
I think that's a good price for him.
the person who got robbed from the bakery, he got boot, 11.5k. I never know how to guess how good boot's gonna do.
He's get some wins versus like lesser players in the pool. He's gonna
Mhm.
struggle to just be top talent.
Yeah. They better draft him a rain team or he might go like 1-5. Anyways.
I'm pretty sure Boot retired Boot Rain.
Oh, he did? No.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Then you got, I have no clue who this is, Witchin?
I think this is a Japanese player.
Is it? Let me check his player info real
The
quick.
Japanese maybe they'll be able to play VGC.
He does play VGC. Getting Rex for suspects at doubles OU Natec since Gen 6. He's a small gun guy then. Can't go wrong with much for 6k. I can't really comment on his skill though.
It's gonna be their VGC main.
Yeah, it's gonna be between him, Hydra, Tikio.
Wait, no, Tiki's gonna be the VGC main. Oops.
Yeah. And then
And look who we took for 5K. That's a super big steal.
that
In
is
my
a
opinion.
huge steal of this draft. Very underrated player. Always tends to go for like a very low bid in sort of every auction he signs up for.
Yeah, the worst I see him going is like 4-3. He's good.
Yeah, he should go around even. Then Hacker, you want? Okay, so
I think this team is like pretty good top to bottom
Yeah, so
roster.
it's pretty good.
I think
I
I
feel
think
like
they're
it's
honestly
probably one of
top
the
three.
best teams value-wise.
Mm-hmm.
Because they
Like,
got everybody
The lower
around
question
for
of
around
the
their
team is
value.
weird.
you can't predict their lineup every week. That's a big thing with their team.
Yeah, like anybody here can come and get a win.
Yes, exactly. Anyone can slot anywhere and do well. I don't think they have like a min bid value player unless the switch in guy's dog shit at the game, which I don't think.
Well, they only have two min bids, and they're probably like I know Wigglytuff is probably one of the best min bids, and then I'm not too sure about Witchin, but like for
Exactly.
they got the best min bids in my opinion.
Absolutely. I think all around probably top three team,
I think it's
For
definitely a
sure.
top team.
especially if Slick, Tiki are going to be active. So yeah, next up, Hacker. Do you want
The best team.
to do the introduction?
Yeah, I guess. I'm hacker. I've played in. I put in like a lot, probably more than 10 shorts at this point. I think I'm a super strong person just for support overall.
Mhm.
And my co-captain Ghost, he's kind of newer to the draft scene, but he's still been around for a long time. He's put in a few team tours. He's had some bad, some bad results. He's had some good results,
TDT
and I think
goes.
he had some to show.
Yeah, I was on a team with Ghost in HT Snake before it died, and he definitely impressed me as a player after what I heard of him shitting the bed in TDT.
Yeah, he had a pretty hard TDT schedule and just
He's also
wasn't
going to be
wasn't
very
even on
active,
it.
so
Yeah.
getting into your first pick, Miso,
So
probably a bit of an overpay, 28.5k.
I think it might be a bit of an overpay, but I mean, yeah, a bit of an overpay. But Misa's still like a super strong player, and
Mhm.
we still ended the draft with 5.5K left over. So
Yeah, that's definitely fair. He can play VGC as well, right?
yeah, he can play all tiers.
I think if he was nommed earlier, he would have gone for more. But you guys were just patient in when you got him. So that was smart.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think he's in MLP adaptability, right?
Yeah, he's an MLP adaptability. I think
And
he's also in Trickhouse Gengar.
Trico's Gengar, yeah. I haven't really seen him play in a team tour outside of KHDPL, but like, I don't think KHDPL records are very like say a lot about a player because no one really
I
cared
don't
about
think
that
it was that
that
much.
tour. So yeah, I'm excited to see how well he does here. Then Panda Killer Core. the
I
best.
think this is
safety net
honestly a
available.
steal for Panda.
Is he gonna be active
Um,
though?
He's going to be sweating for his own games.
Okay, that's fair. What DPL team did he go to again? I forgot.
He went to Wishcast Gang.
Oh yeah, then he's probably gonna be sweating for the
Gang.
last few weeks.
Yeah, they have potential to be sweating in playoffs a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing is still a good pickup because Panda's probably one of the best Auraz players in the pool as well.
That's fair. Yeah, I think 19K might be a little bit of a steal, especially if he is going to be sweating. I think with sweating, he probably should have gone for like 23, 24, 25-ish. But yeah. Next, you got another person who can play all tiers. Killer.
I think Killer's pretty good.
Killer is
He's
awesome
inconsistent
player
at
this
times,
season.
but I
He's
think
not bad,
just
but like no one
support he
else is
brings
going
to
to try,
any
so
team he's
Killer's
on
awesome.
is just really strong.
Hold on, what were you saying, Phil?
Oh, Killer is an awful player. Like literally one of the worst I've ever seen.
But Phil's not saying anything.
Like I teamed with him, he was great team support, but as a player, he was absolutely atrocious.
He has knowledge in every tier, so he can like at least mock and be active.
Exactly. He's like comparable to me, so I think, but like slightly lower skill level. But yeah.
Dude, I think there's like a lot of potential
Yeah,
just
he
to like
can be
always
active,
pop
but
off
he's
in
not going to
tours,
win you a single game.
especially in like less competitive tours like this one. Like I said, I think the support he brings to the table is like unrivaled in team tours and like this.
Fair. Then, Almighty Shy Guy for 10K. I like Shy a lot. I haven't really seen him do well in a tour
I think
though.
this is a good pickup. He's active. I think with proper like actual support, he can do super well.
He should be able to beat a lot of the lower bid players. So like 10K is a fair price.
And you guys
I
drafted
think
both of the.
games have solid players as well.
So
You guys.
is a great guy.
You guys drafted 2 Almighty Goons, which gets you like all the Almighty Goon support, right? Because they were the only ones in the pool.
We got Beardy support, and then that's all I know right now.
Was there any other Almighty in the pool?
I don't think there was.
There's no other Almighty Goods in the store now.
Oh yeah. Then Piranha Plant 8K. I have no clue about his skill level.
I think this is a steal. He's a super versatile player. He can play all tiers. He can play all tiers well to add to that. And he's been active so far, and I definitely think he's worth okay. I'd be willing to spend like 15K for this guy.
That's fair. I know he's good at VGC as well. I think he made like finals of WPF VGC last season, or like
Yeah,
semis.
he lost in the
Great
finals last
this
season.
Yeah. So yeah, he should also be able to hold his own there.
And from what I've seen him just talking in the VGC chat, he is definitely very knowledgeable about the format.
Then another person I can't say much about, Metro 6K.
This is a guy from DGBA. Killer and Panda were hard vouching from. And yeah, he's doing super well in DGBA right now. I have no clue what div he's in, but I just know he's doing super well. I think it might be like a nice value pick.
Yeah. Then Raj, another person that I don't know who it is.
Okay, this is a steal of the draft.
Raj is
Raj?
definitely a steal,
That's a
yeah.
steal. Yeah.
Where's he
I
from?
expect him to go for like 12K. He's worth.
He's Smogon guy.
This game and he's active.
Oh, okay.
I think the worst thing about Raj is like his time zone, and when you have to say that about a player, you know that they're pretty good.
That is also fair. Is he? What was I gonna ask? Does he have a lot of draft experience though?
He made playoffs in WPF SDiv last year.
Oh, okay.
Or not last year, last
Some
season.
experience. I think even like gonna be a struggle like building his teams. We have killer support.
Yeah, that is fair. Then another player I can't say much about. I've heard their name around though. Ducksuck.
It's that guy from LD. I know he's playing in Crash right now. Panda was vouching for him. I've seen this guy play well, and I definitely think this is a steal.
Could be. I mean, for 5K, you literally can't disappoint anyone, so
Yeah, you can't go wrong with min bids at all.
we shall see. Then we got the man with the sexiest voice on earth, White Lotus 5. Um,
I also think this is too. I think Lotus is a pretty good USM player,
mhm.
and he's also super active, so he's always gonna be on to help, just to help mock, help prep, just like anything really.
Yeah, he was definitely a good option for us to pick up as a min bid as well, potentially, if he didn't go. So I think 5K is very good value for Lotus, especially because he'll be active as well.
Yeah, I think Lotus is. Yeah, this is good. This is a good pick.
And same goes for Fate. Has been doing well in team tours. I think for 5K this might be a big steal.
I think this is also a large deal. I had Fate on my team for HG, and he was popping off there.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen
Plus,
Fate actually
continue.
do bad in a team tour, so I definitely have high expectations for Fate.
Exactly. And even then, with that whole team, you finished off with one of the higher mids budgets, so that's always a nice
Yeah,
thing to have.
we're gonna be one of the people who control mids along with the sub special.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think all around, I think your team's like very versatile as well, but I don't think you have many like guaranteed wins. Um,
I think that's fair, but like I don't know, like everyone's good and is able to get wins just on the
mhm.
right weeks.
Yeah, I think everyone is like the skill gap between your best and your worst player isn't huge. That's not a bad thing.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
feel
that
like
means we can we just like you never know what our lineup's gonna be.
a lot of your series are going to come like 3-4-4-3 games, and
Mm-hmm.
I think that it'll be good to watch at least.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't think you can really like write one of our players off as just like a win
Mm-hmm.
for the opponent, anyways.
Yeah, that is true. Then the next up, you got the Saint Sims, captained by TCK and Cheese, which is probably
This
one
is
of the
a super strong category.
yeah very strong cap core. Um, TCK captain in UCA as well, so he has captain experience. I think Cheese is a bit burnt out, but he's still a very solid player.
Yeah, like both of these players are honestly super good. TCK did well in LT. He's doing good in LD right now. Where has he not done well lately?
Yeah, that is very true. He's been popping off recently. Um, I think definitely like top four cap cores probably.
Definitely top, definitely top three.
Yeah. Um, then the person who everyone thought was going to go for the most this draft, but actually did not end up going for the most, it's Theo. Going for 34.5K.
Theo is an extremely good player.
He's an extremely good player, and I think as a teammate, he still is active in every team tour he's in.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's like a good price for Theo.
Hmm
He's
He's
a
also one
good
of those.
person. He's a good person. He's like he's a super strong player. I
He's
think he might
definitely.
offer some support. I don't actually know about that though.
Definitely also one of those players that you can learn a lot from, especially for like the lower bids on this team. Um,
Hmm?
I think if Theo ends up being active and giving good support, those lower bids will be able to definitely shine.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
Yeah, it's pretty much a guaranteed win in USUM every week as well.
Mm-hmm. Who's ready for the Mega Sableye stall? Anyways, um, next up is Pichu Bros for 30.5K.
This is a good price for Pichu.
Yeah, he should not drop many games at all.
You shouldn't. I see him dropping like 2 games max, and that's just because. Yeah, I just see him dropping 2 games max.
What does he play? Does he also play Houston?
They play. I think he's gonna want to play Oraz.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think on this team you're gonna have to play ORS almost. Um,
Yeah, I think like yeah, different than the team. I think he's gonna be like the main Oraz guy.
mm-hmm. That is definitely fair. Yeah. Theo plus Pichu is gonna get you a lot of wins just straight off the bat. Especially combined with that cap core. Then next up you got 12.5K clone. Clone could be
Do
kind of
you
hit
want
or
me to speak
miss.
on Clone?
Clone, and I know he's going to be probably going to be very active. Um, he's I've seen him do extremely well, but I've also seen him shit the bed. So like,
I think Clone's worth at 12K. He's gonna be active. He should win most of his games. Is the thing.
mm-hmm.
There are like some weeks where he doesn't do. There's some tours where he doesn't do as well, but
Yeah.
there are fewer and far between, I think.
Mm-hmm. Then 10K Eagle Gene, SPT Goon.
This is a good price for Eagle and Standard, but I've never seen him actually play VGC.
Yes, he signed up for VGC, so like we'll see how that goes. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention about Clone. Apparently he plays VGC as well. So
Does he? I think he's gonna want to play ORAS more than VGC on this team,
yeah,
though.
but he signed up for VGC though, so like Eagle Gene's not gonna be the only player. Then 9.5K Pesky. Once again, depends what Pesky are you getting.
Pesky should win like 80% of his games.
He should, but people also said that about Pesky in UCA, and he went like 1-6. So
If he gets, I don't know. Yeah, it really just depends on if he's active or just actually cares.
if Pesky cares, this is definitely an underpay.
Not even actually, he just cares about his own games.
He should win most of the games he plays.
Yeah. Then high C's for 5K. I've not seen much from this guy.
I think high C's for 5K. I think that's a slight steal.
That's fair. I think the only place I've seen him it was HT. So like,
He did pretty well in HT. I haven't seen anything that's really bad from him.
I think he's active as well.
it's a solid mid pickup. Then another solid mid pickup. You got Joel. Very nice guy. I don't know how active he'll be because he just dropped SBT recently. He was about to pull a zap, but actually put it back in. He's from Colo. I think he's doing well there. So, anything you have to say about Joel?
I don't actually know Joe much.
I don't know him that much either.
Then the man with the best emote game. We got Ags. Very nice guy. Probably gonna be very active as well.
He's a nice guy. I don't know about how good he is though.
Yeah, I feel like there were probably some better pickups in the pool left than Ags. He's definitely gonna bring a lot of activity though, which
No, I don't know if this team needs activity is the thing though.
yeah, that is fair. I think if they went with one of the stronger undrafted players like Stanley, for example, could have benefited this team a bit more.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I still like Ags though. Not the
Yeah, he's
worst
a nice
pickup
guy.
in the auction. We'll get to
Hopefully
that one
does well. I
later.
want to see him.
Then Alphabet Boy for 5K. This is someone who consistently goes for around min bid in tours. Can't say much about him.
He's okay.
He's able to beat players
He's
around his level, so like
he's very good versus players a little bit worse than him, or even like at his level.
yeah,
But I don't know how
He's one
good
of
he
those
will be
people
against
to me
top
that's
people.
like simpleton.
hmm
I just can't beat him.
maybe you're just bad hacker. I don't know.
Well,
Anyways, in general, I think this is another around middle of the pack team.
Yeah, definitely. I think the whole.
Yeah, if Pesky tries, that increases his team's value a lot.
I just don't see like this team confirming too many wins aside from Theo.
I mean, Theo Pichu
The
should
top
definitely
half is
confirm
super
wins.
strong. I just think they could have ended the bottom half a bit better.
Yes, I agree. I think with your four min bids, could have most of them could have been different. there's still a lot of very solid players in the pool. But yeah, we should probably hurry up a bit because this video has already been going on for 40 minutes. So
Alrighty.
Okay, we can step it up a little bit then.
next we got SIP Special, coached by Luke and Peyton, two DGBA goons.
This is a super strong captain core. Both of them are really good.
I don't know how active Peyton's gonna be though. I've gotten the feeling that he's
Yeah, I don't know
pretty
about
dead.
his activity, but Luke's pretty active.
Yeah, probably one of the top two captain cores, I'd say.
TCK might be a bit
TCK Cheese,
better.
Insanity Hub,
Yeah,
and
it's
then
top three.
Luke
Yeah, I
Payton.
think top three are definitely Menace to Society, SIP Special, and Sims. I don't think there's much to question that.
Yeah.
As our first pick,
First pick they got
Oh, you go ahead, Hacker.
Mia. I think this is an okay price for Mia. Mia's a super strong person just to play Yusum. I don't know how much support Mia offers as the only thing.
Yeah.
Especially she's
steal.
in DPL right now, yeah.
I think Mia also I think Mia's friends with the captains as well.
Yeah, definitely. Then Ice Demon Gray, 23k. I don't actually know that much about him. I know he's good, but I haven't seen him play like ever.
This is a good price. Ice has more than one message a week.
That is completely fair.
He's a super strong player, but his activity is just super shaky.
Yeah, I can see that just going forward with this team. I think activity might be a relatively big issue.
I don't think it's that big of an issue because since they have Solo later on, they have Adam, they have a Chroma.
Yeah, but I feel like
The activity
more
is
so
okay. This could be a lot better.
from the top players. I was thinking because like actually I'll mention it later again. Next up, Adam, 16.5. If he sweats, this might be a pretty big steal.
If he sweats, this is definitely a steal. Pretty sure he's active as well.
Yes,
He's
Go ahead, Jesse.
He's also a solid ORAS player.
I think he's probably like top 7 Warriors players in the pool.
Something like that. At least top 10, I think.
Yeah, at least top 10.
Yeah, 16.5 is definitely a steal, especially because I think he'll be active.
I don't think he
Achroma,
has any other team tours going on.
yeah. I mean, he'll go for TDT. That's one thing that I'll.
Oh yeah, definitely. Achroma for 12k. I think that's okay.
I've not heard of Achroma outside of the one DPL game. That was the worst game I've ever seen in my life.
He has a lot of potential to actually pop off. He's probably going to be active since we got dropped from DPL.
Then next, Devin.
Might be a star over there, but he's still a nice guy. I think he's okay.
I think Devin. What I've heard from him, he's a Smogon guy. If he gets good team support, he's gonna smash people. If he doesn't, he's gonna not do very well. Which,
yeah, that's something from Devin.
if he gets support from Adam Luke, I think he'll definitely pick up some very good wins. But if that doesn't happen, he might just go like.
He could just easily flop.
Then one of the players.
I don't know. I don't think he's worth more than 8k.
I
don't think Devin's worth more than 8k.
That's fair. Then someone I have no clue who it is. Moist for 5k. What did you say, Hacker?
I don't know who they are either.
Okay. Jesse also don't know, I assume.
Who?
Moist.
Yeah, no, don't know them.
The next, Blake Trout is a VGC guy.
I don't know who they are.
He's in WPF VGC. I think he's doing okay.
He makes good.
He makes memes about every game, which is fun.
What?
What'd you say, Hacker?
gonna be their VGC main. Then that's what you're
Yeah,
saying.
him with
Yeah.
Cello is what's gonna be VGC. Yeah, he makes memes about every game, which is also very valuable to have. Next
Good
up,
team
Draco.
morale.
Wait, Draco for 8K. Sorry,
mhm,
I think that's a good price for Draco.
very good price. The only
Everyone expected him to.
big
Everyone expected him
experience,
to do like Spanish gang, right?
yeah, everyone expected him to go Spanish because he's a Spanish guy. The only experience I have with him, seeing him play, was when I played him in the TDA season that died. Um, I beat him,
I
but it
think
was a
he's just
very
like an
close
average
game.
player.
So I think he also brings a good amount of activity. Hacker, you were on a team with him in HT, right?
No,
Oh, you weren't? Oh no, wait, he was a different captain.
I
That's right.
don't. I think he was on pick because I was tree card cookie.
Yeah, true. Next up, Napi. I don't know who this is.
Don't know who they are.
Okay. And Cello, 5K. I love Cello. Cello's very active in team tours.
Still is a decent one, but
He's very active in team tours. He's a bit burnt out at the moment, but he said he's still gonna be try to be very active. Apparently he's very good at VGC too, so he has that going for him.
I don't know if he can play VGC. I can't speak on that.
Who?
Cello.
I think he's fine for VGC. I haven't seen him play, but I'm pretty sure he said he took a game off of someone with like wolf support,
He
which
won
is solid.
he won that one upload double the league. Forgot what it was. What was it called? ADL? Something like that.
I have no clue.
Yeah. I think all around this team's like very mid. I think if everyone's
I think
active
it's
at
gonna be one of the
level,
worst teams.
yeah, I think if everyone tries and is very active, they could do well. But I just think they're like bottom 6 people, bottom 5 people are like not super reliable for the most part.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's less on Mia, Ice, and Adam a lot.
Hmm
The
Maybe
captains as well.
maybe Moist and Napier are amazing, but I've never heard of them, so like I can't really comment on them.
Yeah.
So yeah. Their VGC, Cello still has to prove to me that he's good at VGC, but I don't think Blake Trout is amazing. He'll do okay, but like not amazing. So it kind of depends on how good Cello can carry that. But yeah. Next up, Divine Discharge. Oh boy.
Um,
Captain Core, Jolt 0, two WPF guys. Jolt's is super solid.
it's a strong captain core.
Mhm.
Jolts is super active. Zero is pretty active as well. And both
Mhm.
are decent. I think they can both offer super good support.
Something what might let them down is like lack of experience in team tours, maybe. But I don't think they've
Yeah,
ever
that
done one
gets
outside of the WPF team tours.
experienced.
Hmm First pick they got 32K Dawn Midst. Dawn Midst is on a
Might
high
be a
now.
slide over.
He's on a bit of a high after winning OLT. Oblivion, maybe a bit of an overpay, but if he's active, I think could be a fair price.
I've heard that
He's
he's been
active.
pretty
He's
active.
worth 2K. If he's not active, this is like 8K too much.
hmm Then Ducky for 6K.
I don't know what the fuck happened there.
I think
I think
Jolts
he's
wanted to be
active.
funny and upbid Hob, but then Hob didn't upbid. So they got 6K Ducky. I've never seen Ducky play. It's just been a meme. Um,
I think he's a joke, but he might be a. He's like basically a min, but I don't think you can go too wrong.
mhm. Then another person I have no clue who it is, Jockin. I think he's a WPF guy.
But Joaquin, he's a min bid.
What
He's
is he
alright,
playing
yeah.
WPF?
He was C div. I think he's taking a season off this season.
Okay. Might be active as well. I don't know. I can't really vouch for him.
He's also one of Jolt's friends.
hmm Then I think the most expensive VGC main, You got
Yeah,
Avent.
it'll be the most expensive VGC main.
He's won WPF VGC last season and is doing very well this season again. Definitely has
Yeah,
a lot of
I think he's
knowledge.
like the closest there is to a guaranteed VGC win.
Yeah, probably.
Mhm.
Um,
He
has a
just
lot of knowledge
understands
on
the
the format. Yeah. 20K probably a fair price for him, especially because in this pool he
It
should
might be a
win most of
slight
his
overpay, but I
games.
think it's fine that really want an even for VGC.
Especially because I think it's their only VGC player, so you want a good one if you draft only
Both
one.
Yoshi might be a VGC guy.
Okay. Then 11K Karma, probably a bit of an underpay.
I don't know. I was gonna say I think this might be a bit of an overpay.
Really?
I think it was a little bit of an
I
underpay. I
haven't seen
think
Karma
Carmen.
do too well with intros.
I haven't seen them do well, but they're like solid, at least at, like WPF competitions. So they can definitely beat a lot of, if not all of the min bids pretty
Yeah, that's
consistently.
fair.
I think Karma has potential to take on all the top players if he gets the right support.
Then Jeff, I don't know who this is.
Jeff is good. He's from DGBA. Killer and Panda were watching for me to get him, but he was just too expensive. He's a strong player. I've seen him play a little bit.
Okay. Luffy.
I think he's active.
Okay. Luffy, super nice guy. 12K, maybe a bit of an overpay for him skill wise,
Yeah, no overpay.
but he'll be very active.
Luffy is his consistency.
Yeah, that is fair. I think he'll definitely be active though. So
Yeah, I think it's definitely like one. Yeah, I think this is it's probably fine. We just can bad games.
then Vale, I have no clue who this is.
I don't know who Vale is.
Don't know.
Moving on then, Darth Yoshi. I also don't really know who this is.
I don't know who they are either.
I've seen their name, but I've never seen them
Yeah,
play
I've
a
seen their
game.
name, but I haven't seen them play. And then Haunch, I don't think was the best possible pickup, but I know he's a friend of theirs.
The thing is,
WPF guy.
okay, and
Yeah, there were probably better options. Though, is what I was thinking.
probably better options, but it's not like the worst way they could go.
Yeah, definitely.
Hunch, I think he has some potential to pop off. If he can get the right support.
Yeah.
All around.
I think it's probably the weakest team.
I agree.
It's relying on how hard Dawn and the captains can carry,
Because
I
I think
think.
Jolts and Dawn are pretty safe wins, and so is Avent, but they'll struggle to find a fourth win.
Yeah, at their starting seven, I think it's like honestly, it's kind of not very good.
I think if
They
they
have a
go
big team.
anything other than their top seven, they'll lose the series.
Well, if both the captains play, I think they have an okay shot, but if they don't, I think it's going to be a bit of a struggle.
I agree. Then we got a bad team,
The worst team easily.
the worst team, the Bakery. Horrible captains.
Yeah, Techno's unviable. John's going to get burned out for 1 second.
Techno's unviable. Bagel John might be good that he's not playing. Might be a good thing. No, but moving aside, Techno's okay. He's solid. Probably should have gone around like 8 to 10K in this player pool. If he was,
This is the average at Captain Core.
yeah. I don't think Bagel John's gonna play any games though, so
He might be good support though. That's the thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
All depends on what he feels like, to be honest. Then their first pick was Will. What was kind of unfortunate for them is Will literally got picked up in DPL like 2 days after they drafted him. So, but I still think 20.5K is good value.
I don't think it's going to get much playing time on the young goaters.
That is also fair. But
Yeah.
I think 20.5K is good value because he's one of the best ORAS players in the pool.
Might be
Yeah.
a slighter an overpay, but if they really want to will, this is a fine price.
He'll be able to pick up wins.
I think he has a lot of knowledge of ORAS, so. Then, I'm sorry, Lux, but 24K Lux is an overpay.
Yeah.
This is 8K too much.
Yeah.
Lux was in call with us, and then we were gonna try to get him, and then he went out, and he kept going up, and we were like, "Sorry, Lux."
And then we kicked him from the server.
Yeah.
But he'll be active. He's good team support. I just haven't really seen him do well in team tours to justify his price. But he's a very versatile player. He's also been recently picking up VGC, but like he just started, so
hmm
He's not going to be the VGC main. They
yeah, he's
picked
probably not
Hater
gonna be
late.
slotted. Maybe like 1 week, but probably not. Especially because it's one of their better standard players. Then probably big steal ASDF for 18k.
Yeah, that's a super good price for ASDF.
What did he win again?
I don't know what he won. I just know he's
Wasn't
just
it
been
cash
good for a
game?
while.
I think he won or got to top 4 at cash game, something like that. He came out of nowhere in UCA, and I think he went like 5-1 or something like that and he went for min bid. What did you do?
Yeah, he popped off in UCA, I think.
Mm-hmm. And then he also popped off in KHDPL. And so I definitely think 18k is a very good price for him. One of the best Swish players in the pool, probably. Um, so yeah, that's a good pickup. Weatherly, I know he's good. Haven't really seen him play.
I think it's a slight overpay.
He's
I
been
think
winning.
techno rates are a bit too high.
He won like bottom div trick house and bottom div SBT, right?
His form is bottom div. Like he's okay, but I don't think he's that
I
impressive
just
a
have,
player.
you just don't know how well he does against top players.
hmm
Yes, the consistency versus the good players is my concern.
Mm-hmm. Then Ask Z, only heard about him in HT Snake.
Yeah, slight overpay, I think.
Did you say underpay?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't really know him that much, so can't really comment. Moran,
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Marco, not Moran. Who's Moran? 18k Marco, good value if he tries. He's probably rusty on Sword and Shield, but I think he's committed, so could very
He
well
was like
be the
a
best player on their team.
he was a top
Yeah,
DPL guy a couple of seasons ago, so
Exactly.
he clearly is good at the game. He
He
knows
did
what he's
still play
doing.
one standard game in APA Legacy, and I think he still got it. He might be a bit rusty, but he'll still pick up good
I
wins.
think the main thing with Mirage, you just have to make sure he doesn't just do Miranda things in chat.
Yes. Or 5-minute prep before a game and then not take any suggestions. Moving on. You got Zooch. I would say this is an underpay if he didn't work 12 hours a day.
He's all
His schedule actually changed. I think he has COVID now.
Yeah, but like that is for 1 or 2 weeks.
Right, yeah. The dedication over the course of the tour is my only concern.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's I think a lot of captains' concerns as to why they didn't upbid.
I think
Yeah, that's why I
um,
didn't have that personally.
if people give him build support or people even build his teams, he should definitely pick up wins though. So 5k is probably good value. Speaking of good value
It's
for
also
5k,
good that people is either dedicated or has the same build for him.
mm-hmm. Speaking of good value for 5k, you got Zangoose, a guy who's pretty
Yes, this is good
unknown.
value for him.
Like he's mostly in just like SBT and uh whatever's the other PTL. So like he goes under the radar. Um, he's in top
Yeah,
divisions for both of those. I think.
so I
Wait, he
think
might
he
be
could have gone for like
victors.
7K.
Yeah, he should have gone for like 78k. I haven't seen him play team tour, so might lack of experience might hurt him. But I think it's a good low point pickup. Then a pick I don't really agree with, but should be okay, is Hater for 5k. This is their only VGC player.
Yeah, I don't think you can rely on Hater just to win VGC
Yeah,
every
I
week
I
though.
think if you go for only one VGC player, you should go for one of the better ones in the pool.
He's doing fine in WPF VGC,
Yeah, he's been
but
doing good in WPF VGC, but that also has a lot of like singles players just trying VGC for
But
the
he's
first
also
time.
just struggling in SPS VGC.
yeah.
And
And
he's
also, I don't know how good he is as like a team tour player
mhm,
because I'm pretty sure he did poorly in TDA season 1.
yes.
The question with Hater is just consistency in VGC.
hmm If he's gonna be consistently picking up wins though, then he impressed me. He's going for 5K.
It's a great value pick if he just can go like 0.500.
Exactly. Then Geese, I think another min bid steal. Um,
Yeah, this is definitely underpaying. Geese is good.
Geese is very active. Um, he can get good wins over good players because he comes up with stupid hit heat that people don't expect. Um, I love teaming with him in APA Legacy, even though we were a team that, like, towards the end of the season, it sort of felt like everyone hated each other. Geese stuck around to the end and still helped everyone out and gave everyone mocks, etc. But yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be dedicated to this. He's not on much other things as well
hmm
for right now, either way.
So yeah, all
Yeah, a lot
around.
of people
Hmm?
are
Continue, Jesse.
disrespecting like his standard play, saying that he
Mhm.
can only play LC, but I think he's better than that.
Definitely. Um,
He didn't even play LC in Legacy.
holy shit, we've been recording for an hour. Let's go through
Oh,
these last two teams
we're
quickly.
2 teams
Um,
in a tier list. We got this.
all around Bakery, probably one of the bottom player teams, just because they don't really have a guaranteed win outside of ASDF, or maybe will, maybe Moran. But it's just this team is either going to fail horribly or surprise everyone. I think.
Yeah, there's too many maybes on this team.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's too shaky for me to rank them like super high.
Team Scorpion Syndicates, captained by Yeezy and Zombie.
Zombie's
Zombie's not
playing
going
a
to play a
game,
game.
and Yeezy probably one of the worst players among the captains. So
He's
I think
good.
he's definitely the worst player as a captain, but I think his support's definitely solid.
very strong support, yeah. Um, probably the worst captain core because Zombie's not playing. I love Easy though; he's very active. Good guy to have on your team in the team tour.
I don't know how active Zombie's gonna be though without him actually playing.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, first pickup they got Big Daddy Dave, 20K.
This is a steal.
Do you think so? I think 20K is a fair
If
price.
Dave is active, I think 20k is fine for him.
Dave is active. I team with Dave.
True, you team with him legacy. 20K might be slight underpay, but I don't think it's like crazy.
I think he could have gone for like I don't know, like 28K.
28?
I think maybe like 24, 25 would be a little better.
I rate Dave very highly.
Yeah, I would have said like 22, 23-ish, but yeah. Solid standard player. I think he plays mainly Swish, right?
He main Swish. He can also play Rasa.
Solid player. Next up, Amel. I love Amel.
Amel's the GOAT.
This is a good price for Amo.
Maybe underpay even. Depends on how active he is, because the build support he provides is insane.
It's really unorthodox, but it works.
Yeah, him and Gelbald are the kings of French Heat, and you can't beat French Heat. This guy has come up with shit like Dragon Dance, Physical Salazzle, and in Little Cup, like come up with the idea to trace a Mudbray with a Ralts to set up on it. Shit like that. But yeah, he should definitely go positive. He probably shouldn't drop more than like 2 games.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Good player all around. Then Clyde, 21.5k is a fair price. I know him
It
and
might
Yeezy
be
are
like a
friends.
very slight overpay, but Clyde's still he's probably top 5 Wars players in the pool.
I know him and Yeezy are friends though, so he'll probably be active.
And him and Zombie, next year, I just him and Yeezy. I don't think Zombie talks to him.
Then Keith Sheldon, WPF guy, is doing very well in the top division with a bit of a Mimi team, so curious to
My
see how he
thing
does.
with Keith, he's definitely gonna be active, but what's the consistency we had?
Might be like lack of experience in like a tour format
He's
that
good
could hurt
in
him.
He was like good in WPF, but I don't know how well he's done in other places.
Mm-hmm. Then Tails. I've seen Tails be
This
very
is an
inactive
underpay.
recently. I love
Tails is
Tails.
still active.
Hmm?
He's still active. He takes an MLP a fair bit.
Oh, okay. Did you say he was an underpay or overpay?
I think he's a bit of an underpay.
That is fair. He did very well in UCA, so he has the team tour experience for a bit.
Like I think Clyde Tails is like a super strong OR scorer.
Yeah, that is definitely fair. Then Lugia 12K, I think solid VGC player, very good USM player as well. Very underrated, good team support. He was on our team in UCA, so I can definitely vouch for him.
Okay.
Then
Senior
Matrix,
player, I think he's okay.
yeah, Matrix. Sorry, I love Matrix. He's very nice, but probably the worst player that got picked up.
I
He's
think
all
Matrix
right
like
for Aura.
probably build support and ORAS, but
Yeah, he's an
I
okay
don't know if
RS
Easy
player,
can do it.
but I think there were definitely better options for them.
Yeah, it's still a nice guy. He's definitely going to be active still.
Mhm.
If you're active, you're definitely worth getting picked up at the very least, in my opinion. Either way,
Alongside with their next pickup, Mid. I love Mid. He's a nice guy.
He's not playing a game.
He's not playing a
He's not
game.
playing a game.
They should have definitely gotten someone else. No matter how good friends you are, if he's not playing a game, you shouldn't pick him up.
I got him to sign up as a joke. I thought he was gonna pull his app, but he didn't.
Yeah. He said he'll play a game if he goes for the most on their team.
I don't think he went for the most.
I don't think he
Exactly.
went for the most.
And then Zombie might be able to bully him into playing one game, though. We'll see. Then Panda, good build support. He'll be active. He's Yeezy's
Yeah,
build slave.
Panda's phenomenal support. I team with him in HT.
He's Yeezy's build slave in his front office, so like they know each other very well. Also plays VGC, I'm pretty sure.
That's solid
Yeah,
then.
I'm pretty sure he does VGC as well. Yeah. He's also a standard player as well.
Mm-hmm.
Good min
All,
bid.
mm-hmm. All around, probably bottom two teams. Simply, I don't think Matrix mid were the best players it could have picked up. And
If it was someone who would actually do stuff rather than mid, I think this team had a
mhm.
lot of potential, but I just could have like picking mid.
Yeah, and captains are not the greatest, and like you don't have many or any guaranteed wins any given week outside of like AML, BDD maybe.
Yeah.
Then last but not least,
Last team.
Menace to Society. Insana de Habada, arguably best captain core.
That is the best captain core.
Yes. Hub probably will be active because he got drops in DPL. Insanity also probably will be active. Very good players, can definitely hold their own. And especially combined with their first pick, which was Halu, if he plays, those three should be pretty guaranteed wins.
All we could prep in 3 minutes and still go undefeated in this
Exactly.
tour.
That is what Halu does best. 25k, definitely good value. Definitely a steal if he does play
Yeah,
the
it's
games.
just like that's 5k too little.
Yeah, depends though, because he said he's retired. I don't know how many games he's going to play, but if he plays every week, then that's a huge steal. Then Gray, 15.5k, solid player, probably,
He also played VGC, but he didn't put it on his app.
yeah, good, good price, I think. Haven't seen him
So
play much though.
he's a strong player, but the activity is really sus.
Okay. Um, then you got Mams, 16k, another person who's pretty busy, so I don't know how active he'll be.
Mims is
He's
good. He's same case as Gray, where he's good, but he's not going to be very active. I think.
Yep.
he's good team support if he's active,
Mhm.
but I don't know how
He'll
many
pick up some
messages
wins
he'll end
as
up
well
having.
when he plays. Then the GOAT, Panorska. I'm very
This
surprised he
is
went for 13k. Bit of an overpay,
I
but
don't think Risk is 13k.
we were hoping to get him from
He's
in bid, but then suddenly people started
he's
bidding on him.
yeah, not very proven yet.
He's very new to
But
the format, but he's definitely gotten his name out there quickly. He also plays VGC, which this is their only VGC player. Oh wait,
It's
Greg
great.
put VGC on his app. I don't know if he's gonna play though.
I
He needs
think
help.
he needs active. I think the team needs activity.
Yes. Panorsk is definitely gonna bring that activity. He's gonna be super active. He's on Discord like always. Keckmeister probably underpay.
I don't think this guy is that good. I think he's solid, but not. I don't think he's worth more than 10K.
He's pretty underrated though. Usually, I think. He'll pick up some wins. He'll probably go around even, which I think is what
Yeah, he'll pick up
10K
some wins. He
value
might
should
be
be.
active as well.
Yeah. Greg, retired player, part 2.
If Drake plays the game, this is like the steal of the draft. If he doesn't, he's there.
He might also just play VGC. Who knows? We shall see. Definitely very good player though if he plays. Then L Vision, no clue who this is.
Oh, I don't know who they are either.
Ghosting slot. Then 8K Charlie, definitely someone who
That's
surprised me
for
in AP
Charlie.
Legacy. Might be a bit of an underpay. He like 5
Yeah,
Panther or
I think
something.
he could have gone for like 10K.
Good Yusin player, very good Yusin player. And the Yusin pool isn't that strong, so he should definitely pick up some good wins.
Uh,
Good steal for
the
8K.
real he's not very good at this game.
The real MP, I've not seen him play outside of. I know his
He
record
played
at
a
TDT
TDT
was okay.
season. Went like 5-1, but he played every game just garbage.
That's fair.
It was one of the TDT fodder seasons too.
And the season after where his team won the thing, he lost 2 weeks in a row and just canceled. I don't think he's a good pickup.
That's fair.
Yeah, he needs a lot of support. It looks like.
Simpleton,
I think he's a bit just hyper aggressive with my style, really.
yeah. Simpleton, probably good pickup. Maybe a bit of an overpay.
Hacker
What's
Kryptonite.
1K?
Make sure to slot him versus
Yeah.
Hacker.
I'm not going to be playing for Semester Society just so I don't have to get slotted versus him.
But yeah, I think solid pickup. All around
Tier
this
list
team.
time?
But yeah, he's a solid
No,
pickup.
hold on. All around this team, if Hollow and Greg play, top team. If Hollow and Greg don't play, bottom. Because like if you don't have Hollow and Greg on your lineup, your wins are Insanity, Hoppida, and then like maybe Gray, maybe Mams, maybe Keck, maybe Charlie.
Yeah, just a
It'll
lot
be
of really just
interesting.
maybes. But I think Holly's still going to be playing though, so I think it's going to
Yeah.
be fine.
Anyways, tier list. It's loading. I'm not gonna share my screen because my laptop's gonna take a shit. Okay, first team on here or wheelchairs. What are we thinking? What are you thinking,
Probably
Hacker?
going to be C tier.
What did you say?
Yeah, C tier. Those are usually the worst team.
Yeah. Okay. Shut up. I think
But
we're around
no,
middle
I
of the
think your team's
pack.
I think your team's like a low B.
A low B out of SABC.
SABC. Yeah, I'd say actually mid B.
Okay. I'd say we're top B if we get the activity that Phil and TC promised. Um. Yeah. Then Divine Discharge. I think
Run discharge.
we all agree that
Definitely
that's the worst team.
C.
Alongside Score Buddy Syndicate. I think they're kind of interchangeable, but I think probably Divine Discharge is worse.
Score bonus syndicate. They have players who can pop off.
Mm-hmm.
Discharge.
Discharge has like 2 players that pop off. Then
Yeah, those
Ghostface
two
It'll be
Killers,
players are
probably
bad.
worst team, I'd say.
Hey, which one?
Ghostface Killers.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
No, I think you're just under us, but I know you'll disagree, Hacker.
I think we're
I think
about.
we're S tier to be honest.
We're about even, I'd say.
Yeah, okay.
Spanish Inquisition, I think, is an S tier.
I think they're gonna be. I think they're A instead of S.
Actually, high A is fair. Yeah. I think if they are active, they're gonna pop off. I think
I
this is.
don't think any team in this tour is just S tier. Amazingly,
Yeah, that is actually very fair. Mafia is if everyone tries. I'd say, which is actually
Mafia
realistic.
put them in A tier as well.
Yeah. Mafia would be
think-
S if they try, if everyone try hards, but I think people are just gonna have fun. So I'll put them above Spanish Inquisition for now, but
Yeah, that's fair.
Spanish Inquisition could definitely do better. Saint Sims, I think low A.
Think Sims. Wait, let me look at them. No, I'd say B.
Okay, yeah, top of B is actually fair. Um, they have a bit of the VGC issue. They have Clone and Eagle, but I don't know how good Clone is, and do you really want to rely on one VGC player if Clone wants to play standard? Um,
Yeah.
yeah. Then Bakery, I think, is low B.
Um, they could be. Put them in B. Yeah, put them in B. I think it really just depends on Zooch. I think Zooch is gonna be good because he has proper build support.
Mm-hmm.
For now, he's active either way.
Yeah. Sip Special,
Some special. They're probably like a low B, a high C. Yeah.
I think low B above Bakery is where I'd put them.
I'll put them below Bakery 100%.
What do you think, Jesse? Is Jesse muted?
Bakery?
Oh yeah.
No, I'm here.
Would you put
Bakery?
Sip above or below Bakery?
Above or below? I think Sip is above Bakery.
Yeah, I think I
Okay,
agree.
so
Simply because they have a few players who just have the team tour experience and the just this sheer consistency, like Luke,
Yeah.
Mia, Adam, etc., etc. If they're active, I think they can definitely end up being a high B team, but I'm not convinced by their activity. And Menace to Society, I'm gonna put in low A. I think
what? Uh,
if
I
Hollow and
think
Greg play, they have 4
the
guaranteed
following Greg
wins.
play this team is really strong.
Insanity,
They're
Habitat.
probably gonna be the worst team today.
Yeah, if they don't, they're like high C. But if they do play, I think they're low A, which is what I'll put them at.
You could just put them in between, put them in B.
I'll put them top of B. Yeah, I think that's fair. So yeah, um, that is our power rankings. In the meantime, Phil and Leaf have left us sadly, but
Yeah,
if you
Final
watch
Four
this all the way
became dead.
through, this was an hour and 17 minutes, so it's gonna
Hope
take a
everyone
while to
enjoyed.
upload. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed at least. We didn't know every player, but we tried to comment on everyone. And yeah, I'm definitely curious to see how this whole season's gonna pan out. I think almost every team has a shot at playoffs. So
Yeah, I think it's gonna be just a fun and interesting season to see just how it goes.
I don't think there's like a clear winner, and I don't think there's a clear bottom seed. So yeah,
Yeah.
Hacker, you want to hit us with an outro?
I don't have one.
Too
Okay.
bad, Hacker. I did the intro.
Okay, I'm doing the outro then. We'll see you next time on the Omnipotent Ollie channel.